What's up, winners? This is Corey coming at you from the House of Hardware for all of your volleyball needs. If you're a fan of college volleyball, I have some great news for you. This week, the Big Ten Conference hosted its first ever Media Day in Chicago, Illinois. All 14 teams sent representatives to the Windy City to participate in this exciting event. Something you would only usually see for, the footballs, the men's and women's basketballs, but a great leap forward for volleyball and fans of this sport in terms of equity and inclusion. Coming at you from the Big Ten Conference, setting a great example for future, Power Five conferences to take note and get really involved and get excited. So let's take a look at some of the stuff that was happening this week. On August 1st and August 2nd, like I said, the Big Ten hosted the Media Day. You can find all the content on Twitter with the hashtag #BigFirstServe. That's B1G First Serve. And if you do a scroll, there's a lot of ring lights. There's a lot of question and answers with student athletes, pictures, sound bites from coaches, all of those things that you can imagine. You've got it, right? So let's take a look at something that they made this weekend that got national attention from the NCAA women's volleyball account. There you go, coach. Get after it. You love to see it. Bring him back. Absolutely. So those are the representatives from the University of Wisconsin, the Badgers. As you can see, every team brought 2 student athletes and 1 coach with them along for this week. And look at that. You dress up a real nice looking great ladies and coaches. There we go. We'd love to see them all together in one place. It's an amazing time for college volleyball. But the big news out of this weekend is that the Big Ten is partnering with Volleyball World this season to bring more than 70 Big Ten conference matches to streaming, right? So no matter where you are, right? I'm a Northwestern grad living in DC currently. I can now get my fix of Northwestern volleyball thanks to streaming, right? The Big Ten Network competes with, football and basketball and all that sort of stuff, and all the other fall sports, field hockey as well. But this partnership with Volleyball World is huge and, makes a great step towards getting that coverage for women's college volleyball. So not only that, though, 50 of those matches are also going to be broadcast internationally. So if you're living abroad and you're a fan of Big Ten volleyball, good news for you. You can find it online. We also got the announcement of the preseason all-conference team for the Big Ten and the preseason poll that ranks, from 1 to 14, all of our favorite Big Ten teams, right? So this poll has Wisconsin and Nebraska, real tight race at 1 and 2. Minnesota comes in 3rd, and Ohio State comes in at 4th. But the big difference between this and the NCAA, the Power 10 rankings were also released for the top 10 volleyball teams in the country. Number 1, according to the NCAA, Nebraska, right? The University of Wisconsin is a great program. Nebraska comes off a great run last year, but that small difference is going to be interesting, right? The Big Ten says, hey, Wisconsin's up top. The NCAA says maybe it's Nebraska, but as you can see, Nebraska number 1. Coming in at number 4 is Wisconsin. Number 5, close behind, is Ohio State, and down at number 7 is the Minnesota Golden Gophers. So it'll be really interesting to see how this plays out in the conference later this year. Let me know down in the comments who you're going to be rooting for. I know who I've got. I've got my team, right? I've got my squad. But let me know who you're rooting for this year, and I will see you in the next one.